I didn't understand, but they're watching us. They're watching us through windows in time. They're observing us. They're studying us, and they're fucking everywhere.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
But gang stalking, I somehow found something about gang stalking again that got me interested in reading their subreddit about gang stalking again. And reminder, gang stalking is when people believe that dozens of people, if not more, hundreds, are following them in similarly colored cars, and they want to either kill them or harm them. And it could be something as simple as someone approaching you in the supermarket and saying, "Did you notice that? How much are those avocados? Are they're $6.99 a pound or $6.65 a pound?" It's like, oh, they're using the number 6. That's an evil number. They're trying to steal my energy. They're trying to pin me down. I have to get out of here. And so it's like, it's genuine. Like, I thought it was going to be more entertaining to read through it, but it turns out it's just like a cavalcade of people with clearly having quasi-psychotic episodes, encouraging each other in that, where someone will say, like, "I saw 5 red trucks today. 5 on my I saw 5 red trucks today. 5 on my way to the bank. On the way back, I saw 3 more. Also, my neighbor, she stopped me and she said, 'I got this mail for you. Address on the envelope, 665 Northwest Post Avenue,' whatever." And it's like, all of this to them is like, and another thing, and another thing. And people will comment and respond and be like, "Better be on edge, man." And it's like,
clearly
this is, and the only people that go in there to try and fix it are doing it in the most like tone deaf, mean spirited, like, "You guys are all retards and you're fucking morons and you need to go to a psychiatrist because you're mentally ill." And it's like, you're not gonna. They just by starting that conversation, everybody who believes this is already like, that's a perpetrator of this. That's someone that you need to. That person is trying to undercut us, gentlemen. It's trying to undercut us here. Don't believe them. So they're
clearly mentally
more
ill.
real than you think.
They're clearly mentally ill. But look, I always side on the side of caution when I hear something like this, because I know how the internet works. So when I don't believe that there are very, very many people who actually believe the Earth is flat, for example.
Yeah.
I think that there are people who are trolling, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's flat. Oh yeah, here's this study. Let me show you. And they really love both of the reactions that you'll get. They love it when someone is like, "Holy shit, man, you're right." They're like, "Oh, I got another one." But they also love it when people are like, "Are you insane?" And then they spend 30 minutes trying to prove that the world is round. Like, either way, they win. I think there are a lot of people who are like that. And then those are the ones who have like above average intelligence. And then there's all the dummies who are like, "Holy shit, man, maybe they're right. Maybe we're just on a big sandbox somewhere floating in the nether realm," or whatever the fuck they believe. And like the explanations for what the Earth actually looks like is always so absurd. They think it looks like the iris of an eye, or it's a big triangle, or it's always something nonsensical.
Or it's like a flat plane that's a circle, but it's the Arctic that's a complete circle around with the ice wall you can't get past. And they never, or at least I haven't done my due diligence, I'll admit, but I've never seen a convincing argument about why every other planet is round. Why would we be special?
They don't believe that they are. I think that I've heard both. I've heard them be like, "Oh no, all the planets are like that. It's just a flat side facing us," and it's like, but they're rotating. But then I've heard them say that it's just us. We're the only one with people on it. Duh, dude.
Yeah, duh, idiot. The one with people on it has to be flat, otherwise you'd fall off. There'd be no Australia.
No, it's just nonsense. And so when I hear the gang stalking thing, that is so absurd that I think that you have like a very small minority of people who have schizophrenia being like egged on by internet trolls.
I think that's probably true to an extent, because there's clearly a bunch of posts here that is just people showing up to bully them. Or even sometimes I've seen people will make a post and be like, "I made a post yesterday saying that I was an ex-perpetrator of gang stalking, and I laid it all out, and all of you retards fell for it. Ha ha ha. I was lying the whole time. And it's like, don't believe his backtracking. His seniors must have called him out on his lapse. And it's like, oh, you're really not helping here, man. You're not helping these people to see through the delusion. It's spooky. I feel bad for people with that level of delusion because you know that, like, to them, they're not faking. It's 100% real to them. Like, everything makes... It's like, if you read about people with paranoid schizophrenia, like, it's not like Hollywood, oh, these people are murderers and killers and they're just going to snap. And it's like, no, these people are mostly, like, concerned because the person at the bank spent longer looking at the screen when they gave them their debit card than they usually do, which means, of course, that they're sending a side email to the NSA to report them for purchases they've been making. What purchases? Doesn't matter, because I'm a targeted individual, and they're going to come after, and it's like, it's wild. It is wild when you get into these communities.
And they've never got a good explanation.
Don't harass them, just read it.
Like, they've never got a good, like, if they had, like, a...
I'm going to tell you what's wild. What's wild is how the bots is next door, and not just them, but whoever that's connected to me. It's 6 a.m. right now. For all the TIs, y'all know that these bots don't sleep. They up 24/7, watching and stalking and watching. This video right here is 4 years ago. It just popped up on my feed. I'm gonna let it play a little bit longer. I just looked down. I see, I even commented down here below. My comment is still up. I don't even know if it's visible to the world. You know what I mean? But I said, don't worry, you are next to be GangStalked. And I got a couple links up there. I ain't getting no likes or nothing on this. So it might just be visible to me. They might not even be able to see it. Who knows? But I actually forgot about what they even talking about in this video, so that's why I said, let me go ahead and just hit record.
background story about how, like, oh yeah, it's all of the people, like, born under this astrological sign. Like there's a cult, and they believe that all the Tauruses are going to be blood sacrifices for when Cthulhu comes back. And so they're keeping track of us. If it was something like that, you'd be like, shit, I'm a Taurus. like looking out the window, like, that's what it buy into a little bit. But they're just like, yeah, there's red cars and the number 6. It's like, well, there's only 10 numbers. No, yeah. There's only 9 numbers, right? Yeah, like whole numbers, you know, obviously just. And then there's only so many fucking colors the cars come in.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for, it's funny that it's red. Like,
there's 10 numbers.
It's not like, oh, all of these cars in British racing green. It's like, no, they go with a common one that, like, tons of trucks are in red for reasons, and, like, it just doesn't make sense. Well, obviously, it doesn't make sense
to me at some level, because here's the deal: I fly paramotor, and because of that, and I made these paramotor videos. There's some people in the aviation community that thought either I or my setup was interesting. So planes pass over the house, and then they pass over it like again and again, and they're flying lowish at like 1,000 feet, making multiple passes over my house. And I'm like, does he watch videos? Why is this like little Cessna or this helicopter going back and forth over my house? It's not crazy. People have sent me pictures or said, Woody, I flew over your house. I was checking it out. And on the other hand, you know, I feel like a guy watching black helicopters saying that they're here to get me.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Well, most of these people don't even have something flying over them at all.
Right.
There's a mix of, like, what flavor the delusion is, I can tell, because there will be disagreements here between the people who think that it's a government, NSA, FBI, CIA psyop, which, like, is like, okay, well, at least those organizations do a lot of psyops. They're not spying on you, though. And the other side, which is, like, satanic demons, where, like, no, don't let them make you believe that these are, you know, this is anything but Satan and evil and demons tracking you in, like, human form. It is, oh, I just saw this post. An FBI, CIA type trick to trick me. Let's see what this says. a few years ago, I was active on the. Or you guys talk for a second. I want to make sure that this isn't stupid.
On a related note, Tucker Carlson did this. And I'm not sure if he's crazy or not. Did you follow this news at all, Kyle? Tucker Carlson saying, okay, so he announced that I think the NSA, CIA, one of the three-letter agencies, was reading his mail and spying on him. And they were like, this is crazy. Tucker is not the target of an investigation. Well, that response is a little bit lawyerly, right? They didn't say, we didn't do anything he said. They said, he's not a target. Later, it comes out that this is what they did. They monitor emails to and from like Russian agents and Russian politicians, just through like nosy tracking, sort of spying type shit. I don't know how they do it, and some of them were from Tucker Carlson because he was trying to get an interview with Vladimir Putin. He didn't, but like that's what he was working on, which is a reasonable thing for someone in Tucker's position to do.
Yeah.
And then they unmasked him, which is normally when there's an American involved, they keep their identity private. Just say like Vladimir Putin sent an email to person of interest 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
But they looked into it and they said this was Tucker who was doing it. And I don't know what to make of that.
Aren't they not supposed to do that?
Unmasking?
Yeah.
That's where I'm stuck. So there's a part of me that's like, they're looking into it. They're supposed to monitor this mail, I suppose, and they unmasked you. Stop making a big deal out of it. Then the other side of me is like, what are you, cuck? Like, unmasking is a big deal. They're not supposed to be doing that. You're a citizen. What, you're okay with being spied on? So I don't know if what they
I don't
did
care
is
who it is, but if it's one of those alphabet agencies doing something like unmasking, I don't give a fuck who it is. Like, I don't like that. They don't have enough power. They don't have enough leeway to do whatever the fuck they want. They got to just insult to injury, show like, yeah, we can do whatever we want. And because we have gay pornography of every politician, nothing's going to happen. Like,
it's like The Incredibles,
All right, that's enough of this bullshit. But I just wanted to show y'all, this is what as you can see, they got 160K, 160 something K, like 169 or whatever, and they get some views. They got 133K within 4 years. So they doing good as far as view wise, whatever. But my point is, what I'm saying is that these are the channels that get the numbers. Just right now, we just have 3 dickheads. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You just got 3 uneducated, ignorant folk. You know what I mean? That's talking about something that they have absolutely no clue about. Now, either you playing a role. They don't look like they're playing a role. They don't sound like they're playing a role. They actually sound like they're really ignorant. They really do. You know what I'm saying? Or at least should I say they act like they sound like they're really, really ignorant about the technology and the spyware and, of course, the program. So you just gotta let the ignorant people fall where they fall. You know what I mean? But this is 4 or 5 years ago, so maybe they had to change their heart by now. You know what I mean? If they ain't have it by now, if they ain't have it yet, it's getting close to it. They're gonna have a change of heart sooner or later, or maybe they just be bodified. It all depends on who the individual is. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, that's it. I'm gonna end this video. I think I'm gonna name this video. What should I name this video? Gaslighting and gang stalking or something. You know what I'm saying? But like I said it before. I said, you would never see me make a video talking about how to put an engine in a car. You know why? Because I don't know nothing about that. I don't know how to do that. I don't have the skills to share with an individual and tell you how to put an engine in a damn car. You know what I'm saying? So, with these clowns right here, man, I just, look, all I got to say is it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. That's all. Like I said, this is 4 or 5 years ago. pretty sure they looking at the world like, yo, maybe the target individual was on or something. Because remember, they created the terminology conspiracy theory. The CIA created that word to discredit people. The term conspiracy theory was created by the beast to discredit you. So when people say, oh man, conspiracy theories, that automatically throw you under the bus. So it's pretty much with gang stalking. Automatically throw you under the bus, right? So, but now look at people now. Some people are waking up realizing that the conspiracy theories were telling the truth all along. So it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time when people are going to be like, damn, these targeted individuals was telling the truth all along. Just look, all I got to say, mark my word, y'all. Anybody that's listening, if you're a real one that's listening, mark my word. Don't be mad about these suckers. Don't forget that these suckers right here, that you see these 3 suckers and the rest of them that's out here gaslighting people, whatever, based on their ignorance. My people should perish from lack of knowledge. Just give it a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Just give it a little bit more time. These suckers gonna wake up and realize that you was telling the truth the whole time. And there ain't no such thing as schizophrenia. In fact, schizophrenia is a psyop. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be technical, though, bipolar and schizophrenia is a psyop. They label everybody that. Anybody that come with some information is going to be considered a schizo. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a psyop in itself. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, y'all. You are next to be gang stalked. Anybody that's watching that's the gaslighter, you will be next. Mark my motherfucking word. Trust me. You ever see how America looking right now? America look like a big fat turd in the toilet bowl. Can I get a no-no there? Without the water. Ain't nothing but smudge. That's some nasty shit.
Baby, and now they got me trapped in the storm. I'm going crazy. Forgive me.
She's praying to a God who won't talk back, won't talk back. Down on her knees, said praying to a God who won't talk back. Hey, hey.